Reflexes are involuntary responses to situations. Reflexes are very important because it helps us to survive and protect our eyes from danger. Humans were created with forward-facing eyes to find food, fruit and vegetables in the Garden of Eden. But if we lose our sight, it would make finding food almost impossible. Reflexes are made possible by pathways that are called reflex arcs. The reflex arc responds to the impulse or situation before it reaches the brain. This makes reflexes faster than normal response times. You can test your eye reflexes with the help of a family member. You and your family member need to stand facing each other. Turn the lights out in a room and leave them off for a few minutes. Then turn the lights on and watch the black portion of your eyes get smaller. The peripheral nervous system includes nerves that are not in the brain and spinal cord. The peripheral nervous system connects the central nervous system to the organs, limbs, and skin. Since the peripheral nervous system controls the body, it needs to control muscles relaxing and contracting. Your bronchi in your lungs must contract and relax to get oxygen to your muscle cells, for example. Your nervous system is very important for the peripheral nervous system. One type of nerve is called a neuron. There are three types of neurons. The somatic nervous system controls the body or voluntary movements. The somatic nervous system carries messages from the skin and skeletal muscles to the brain and spinal cord. The autonomic nervous system controls the involuntary functions. The autonomic system sends messages to the blood vessels, stomach, intestines, liver, kidney, and glands like sweat and salivary. The autonomic nervous system controls the fight or flight response. This is a survival tool used by humans and animals. If you were walking in your neighborhood and saw a large angry dog walking towards you, your fight or flight response kicks in. You have to choose to run away from the dog or keep walking and risk encountering the dog. In a fight or flight response, extra adrenaline is released. This extra adrenaline causes the heart rate to increase, blood pressure to raise, and breathing rate to increase so your cells get more oxygen. During a fight or flight experience, you decide if you are going to run away from danger or face the danger. Fight does not mean punch the threat, but it does mean to face the surprise instead of running away. Sometimes running is your best option. When you are sleeping, your brain is still working. Your heart is still beating and you are still breathing. But since you need less oxygen, your heart rate and breathing rate decrease so you conserve energy. The nervous system is made up of nerve cells. These nerve cells are very important to carry impulses to the muscles and the organs of the body. The average human brain has about 100 billion neurons. The length of a primary neuron in a giraffe from neck to toe is 15 feet. Most neurons contain a cell body, an axon, and a dendrite. The cell body contains the nucleus from the control center of the neuron. The nucleus is going to help the impulses move. Dendrites are branches of neurons that receive signals from other neurons. One cell may have hundreds or thousands of dendrites, but only one axon. Remember, the cell body contains the nucleus. All of the functions of the cell are controlled by the cell body. The axons send the signal to other dendrites or the appropriate cell. There is only one axon on each neuron. Axons are large and thin and covered with myelin sheath that help the impulses to travel faster. Schwann cells are found in the peripheral nervous system. Remember that the peripheral nervous system includes the nerves of the body and not the brain and spinal cord. The myelin sheath covers and protects the thread-like axon. When the myelin sheath is healthy, nerve signals are sent and quickly received. These are gaps in the myelin sheath that help the impulse move faster and travel down the axon. Neurons' main purpose is communication. A neuron might get external signals like touching a hot surface. Then the hot message will reach the spinal cord that will send the move message back to your hand. You moving your hand off the hot surface is a process. The message has to go to the spinal cord and brain and then connect to other neurons, and then the message needs to be returned so that you move your hand. Sensory neurons pick up information from sensory receptors on the body, including your ears, tongue, eyes, and skin. This information will be sent towards your central nervous system. The motor neurons that the information send by the sensory neurons and sent the reaction to respond to the muscles or glands. Interneurons connect the sensory and the motor neurons. Without interneurons, the muscles could not get from the body to the central nervous system and there be a response. Impulses are the signal picked up by a sensory neuron and sent through the motor neurons. Impulses are also called chemical information. A stimulus is a change in the environment that causes a response. This would be like a sound, temperature change, a feeling of pain, or something seen.